Hi, boys and girls. Today we're on lesson 23, session 4, page 531 in your math books. And we're just working on telling time. We're doing little baby steps of telling time. So it says complete the example, then solve problems 1 through 5. Example, these clocks show the same time. What time is it? And then you're going to say it is blank o'clock. Now, in one of our meetings, somebody said, well, I looked at the analog clock, or excuse me, I looked at the digital clock, and the digital clock said this, so I knew what time it was. That is an awesome trick, but I do want you to start to learn your analog time. So if you look, the shorter hand in your book is the hour, and the longer hand is the minute hand, and the hour hand is pointing to the 7, and the minute hand is pointing to the 12. So in your example, it is 7 o'clock. So in the example, you're going to write in 7 for 7 o'clock. Apply it. Circle the clock that shows 4 o'clock. Well, let's figure out what 4 o'clock is. I know that o'clock, the minute hand is pointing to the 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll draw the 5 too. So o'clock, and then it is 4. There's my short hour hand, my long minute hand up there pointing to the 12. So you're going to circle the first clock that shows 4 o'clock. Number 2, it is 3:30. Show the time on these clocks. So half past is another word for 30. So if it's half past, remember 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So a whole hour is this full circle. A half an hour is half of that circle. So I know half past is going to have minute hand down there, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I'll put 30 in my digital clock because half of 60, which is this whole circle, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Half of 60 is 30. Now it is 3:30. So I'm going to put 3 there on my digital clock. So I wrote it in digital, and then I also need to write it here, and it looks like that. So if you notice, my 3 is kind of moving down away from the 3. It's not totally there, it's moving down. Okay, it's hard to do on this dry erase board because it's so thick, but hopefully you get the idea. Next page is 532, and it says these clocks show the same time. What time is it? Well, the minute hand is long and it is pointing to the 12. So I know it is o'clock. And the hour hand is pointing right at the 5. So it is 5 o'clock. Number 4, circle the clock that shows 10:30. Well, I'm not going to draw all these clocks, but I'm just going to show you what 10:30 looks like. The first clock, the minute hand is pointing at the 12. Is that 30? No, that's o'clock, so it's not the first clock. Then the second clock, the minute hand is pointing to the 3. That's 5, 10, 15. That's not it either. So let's figure this out. Circle the clock that shows 10:30. I know that 30 is when the minute hand is going down, and it's 10, it's not quite 11, so my hour hand is working its way up. Now, hopefully you can tell that this hand is shorter. It's the hour hand and the minute hand. So you're going to circle the third clock that says 10:30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 10:30. Number 5, it is 8:30. That means it is blank minutes after 8 o'clock. So I'm going to draw 8:30. 30, remember, goes down there. And my hour hand is almost to the 9. See that? Okay, that is 8:30. That means it is, if it's half past, right? This is half right here. If I take a circle and the whole thing is 60, if I do half, then it is 30. So half of this side is 30, this side is 30. Put them together, you have 60 minutes. So 8:30. It is 30 minutes after 8 o'clock. Half past 8 is 30 minutes after 8. Turn the page. Hopefully this is not too hard for you guys. It's just doing little bits, which I think is really great. Well, it just says at the example, both clocks show 4:30. So number 1, circle the clock that shows 2:30. Well, again, if I was to do 2:30, I'm going to keep this up here because I like it. I know the 30 points to the 6 because 6 is half of 12. 6 plus 6 is 12. And half of 60 is 30. Half of the clock is 30. So I'm drawing 2:30. So then the hour hand is going to be in between the 2 and the 3, almost to the 3. So on this one, boys and girls, it is the third clock. The first clock shows the time of 2 o'clock. The second clock is 2:15, and the third clock is 2:30. Number 2, circle the clock that shows 10 o'clock. So 10 o'clock goes all the way up to the 12. The hour hand is pointing right to the 10. So boys and girls, that is the first one. The second one is 9:50. It is almost 10 o'clock. And the third one is 10:30. So it's that first clock that shows 10 o'clock. Number 3, it is 7:30. Show the time on these clocks. Now remember, half past, this is halfway. Half past is down to the 6 at 30. But it is 7:30. So my hour hand is going to be shorter and it's pointing in between the 7 and the 8. So again, if I take this, it's like, ooh, it was at 7 o'clock and now it's 7:30. And then it's 8, and then it's 9, and then it's 10. So the hour hand is moving just a lot slower. So on a digital clock, we would write this as 7:30. 7:30 is what you're going to fill in on that digital analog. This is an analog clock. This is a digital clock. Number 4, it is 1:30. That means it is blank minutes after 1 o'clock. So if it is 1:30, it is 30 minutes after 1. Number 5, draw lines to match the clocks that show the same times. Ooh, this is fun. I like it. I like it a lot. So the first clock has our hands. The first hand is 3. Whoops. The first one is 3 o'clock. So you're going to look for a clock that looks like this. Oops. Oh, no, that was right. 3 o'clock. I thought I was doing 3:30 at first. So this is 3 o'clock. So you're going to go to the one on the far right and draw a line from 3 o'clock to 3 o'clock. The next one has the hour hand move down a little bit past 3. So it's like that. And so I'll keep my 3 here because I know it's still 3 o'clock because I'm not yet to the 4. And then the minute hand is going down to the 6, which is 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 3:30. So the second clock is going to go all the way to the front and do 3:30. The next one is pointing at the 4 with the hour hand. So it is now 4 o'clock. And my hour hand, or my minute hand, excuse me, is going up to the 12. So that's super fun. I love those little matching puzzles and things like that. So all you have to do is lesson 5 and you are all done, or excuse me, session 5 and you're all done. Good job, friends. See you later.